Good afternoon, distinguished guests. The ceremony will begin momentarily. Please take your seats. Oh, you took your seats. That's awesome. Perfect. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, family members, and friends, and welcome to the retirement ceremony in honor of Sergeant First Class William Dale Norris. My name is Sergeant First Class Joel Rivera, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. Please feel free to take pictures at any time during the ceremony, except during the National Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the National Anthem. Please remain standing for the invocation.
Let us pray. Today, O God, we begin with gratitude for all of the blessings bestowed upon us. For those who came from far and near, we're grateful. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve alongside such an extraordinary human being. We are truly blessed beyond measure. We give thanks for this auspicious occasion for which we've gathered, the retirement of Sergeant First Class William Norris. Thank you for the blessing of allowing us to serve alongside him, for we have truly been graced to know his leadership, mentorship, and friendship. It is not every day that we have the privilege to work with a leader who is intentional about seeing people where they are, for who they are, and leaving them better than he found them. We are personally and collectively better. The nation is better because of his service and his sacrifices. May we all be blessed by the events today, seeing, hearing, and experiencing something that inspires and encourages our hearts, stirs the gifts within, moves us beyond our limits, and propels us forward. May we be committed to excellence in all the things. Be known for our honor, our courage, and duty to that which we have been called to steward. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. Please be seated. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sergeant First Class Norris, we would like to extend a warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the right side of the viewing area, where Sergeant First Class Norris is presenting red flowers to his wife, Laura. The flowers symbolize deep admiration, love, and respect. They also honor the spouse's strength and support during their years of service. He will also present his daughter Ricky with yellow flowers. These flowers symbolize unwavering love, cheerfulness, and happiness. They also honor the family's resilience. We would like to acknowledge the family and friends, especially the ones that traveled from afar. Mr. Andrew Martin, that flew in from Indiana. Richard and Brittany Norris, that flew in from Oklahoma. Charlie Wench, and William Barber, that drove from Oklahoma. And last and definitely not least, Miss Teresa King, all the way from Germany. Thank you all for being here. We'd also like to welcome the service members, civilians, family, and friends in attendance. Thank you for being here, and hello to those online. Today's ceremony is an opportunity for us to honor Sergeant First Class Norris and his family, who have honorably and faithfully executed their duties with the United States Army and the nation for over 20 years. Now, a little bit about Sergeant First Class William Dale Norris, or Bill, or Will, or even Brian, as you may know him. He is originally from Midwest City, Oklahoma. He enlisted into active service with the United States Army in January 2006. He began his military career at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, where I need lights to read this. Can you open that door? There we go. Then he attended advanced individual training at the Defense Information School in Fort Meade, Maryland, where he graduated as a Visual Information Equipment Operator Maintainer. His first assignment was with the 56th Signal Battalion, 93rd Signal Brigade in Fort Gordon, Georgia. While there, Private First Class Norris deployed as a radio operator to Base Camp Rambala, Bocas del Toro Province, Panama, in support of Operation New Horizons. After the disbanding of the 56th Signal Battalion, he was assigned to the 35th Signal Brigade. There, the newly promoted Sergeant Norris deployed in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom as the Public Affairs Non-Commissioned Officer in charge. Next, he attended the Basic Airborne Course and was assigned to 3rd Military Information Support Battalion, Airborne, Fort Bragg, North Carolina. In 2012, he was deployed as the lead technician in the electronic maintenance shop at Camp Montron, Afghanistan, in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Upon return from Afghanistan, he was chosen as the battalion's retention non-commissioned officer. Shortly after, he graduated the Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape course and was assigned to Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 1st Battalion, 1st Special Warfare Training Group, Camp McCall, North Carolina. In 2015, he was selected as a recruiter and assigned to the Oklahoma City Recruiting Center in Oklahoma. He spent the next 3 years at the Shawnee Recruiting Center in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Next, he was stationed at Fort Irwin, California, where he served as a platoon sergeant of Vulture Team's Operations Group for 1 year. During that time, he was promoted to Sergeant First Class and then chosen as a senior enlisted leader. Lastly, he was assigned here as a project engineer to the Television Audio Support Activity, now defunct under the then Defense Media Activity Riverside, later known as the American Forces Network Broadcast Center under the Defense Media Activity, then the Department of War Information Activity, and currently known as the War Media Activity, until we change our name again. In his time here, Sergeant First Class Norris served as our senior enlisted leader and deployed twice to McMurdo Station, Antarctica with the National Science Foundation's United States Antarctic Program. Sergeant First Class Norris's military training includes Basic Leaders Course, where he earned Commandant's List, and the Advanced and Senior Leaders Course. He also attended Combatives Level 1 and 2, the Combat Life Saving Course, Airborne School, Unit Prevention Leader Course, Survival, Evasion, Resistance, and Escape Instructor Course, the Army Recruiters Course, National Training Center Observer Controllers Course, Master Drivers Course, Casualty Assistant Officers Course, and the Equal Opportunity Leaders Course. Sergeant First Class Norris awards and decorations include the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, 5th Oak Leaf Cluster, the Joint Service Achievement Medal, the Army Achievement Medal, 4th Oak Leaf Cluster, the Joint Meritorious Unit Award, Meritorious Unit Citation, the Army Superior Unit Award, the Army Good Conduct Medal, 6th Award, the National Defense Service Medal, the Antarctica Service Medal, Afghanistan Campaign Medal, 1st Campaign Star, Iraq Campaign Medal, 1st Campaign Star, Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, the Military Outstanding Volunteer Service Medal, the Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development Ribbon, 3rd Device, Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon, Non-Article 5 North Atlantic Treaty Organization Medal, Parachutist Badge, Marksmanship Qualification Badge Expert with the Carbine, Driver and Mechanic with Wheel Drivers, United States Army Recruiting Badge Silver, the Bronze Order of Mercury, the German Parachutist Badge Bronze, the Polish Parachutist Badge, and Thailand Parachutist Badge. Sergeant First Class Norris is married to his wife Laura of 19 years and has 1 daughter, Ricky. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this presentation highlighting Sergeant First Class Norris' career. The first couple of years he was in the Army was pretty dark, guys. We just didn't want to share that with you. Sorry. he did join as a private first class. As a private just E1. So it was a lot of things happening that we don't want to share. We'll start when he gets to like PFC, maybe specialist.
And hospitals, tall tales get told, but they'll never grow.
we're gonna do the credits, like directed by Sergeant First Class William Norris, written by.
It's already 3 minutes long.
Okay. Well, just so you know, all that was Sergeant First Class William Norris. So round of applause. All right. We will now present Sergeant First Class Norris with awards, gifts, and certificates. Will Ms. Garner and Sergeant First Class Norris please join me on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated throughout the presentation of the awards. All right. The following is a citation to accompany the award of the Defense Meritorious Service Medal to Sergeant First Class William D. Norris, United States Army. Sergeant Norris distinguished himself by outstanding meritorious service as senior enlisted leader while assigned to American Forces Network Broadcast Center, War Media Activity, Riverside, California, from 9 December 2021 to 31 January 2027. During this period, he ensured the safety, morale, and well-being of 28 joint service members while forging strategic partnerships with leadership at March Air Reserve Base, Edwards Air Force Base, Fort Irwin, and Riverside County. He established the unit's Air Force and Army drug testing program, ensuring all branches were tested fairly and equally with 0 failures. Sergeant Norris coordinated with the Navy Reserve Center to complete annual screening, ensuring medical readiness and saving hundreds of dollars in travel costs. Sergeant Norris also developed a partnership with the 492nd Attack Squadron, resulting in mutual capabilities tours and joint participation in service member pay issues. Additionally, he created an internal recognition program honoring 15 outstanding service members and revamped the awards process, increasing efficiency and timely presentations. Sergeant Norris overhauled mailroom operations, decreasing man hours by 95%. As a subject matter expert, he was selected as a voting member for 2 Army Critical Task Site Selection Boards and a Defense Information School Training Task Selection Board, shaping future training for joint service members. Finally, he led the design, engineering, and deployment of a radio studio upgrade at McMurdo Station, Antarctica, ensuring a seamless transition with 0 dead airtime. The distinctive accomplishments of Sergeant First Class Norris culminated a distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the United States Army, and the Department of Defense. Sergeant First Class Norris will now be presented with a certificate of retirement from the American Forces Network. Certificate of retirement for Sergeant First Class William D. Norris in recognition of 21 years of distinguished service to the Department of War and the American Forces Network. Your strong support of the AFN Broadcast Center team helped shape the most significant modernization in AFN's history, the migration of functions from Riverside, California to Fort Meade, Maryland. Your initiative, persistence, and compassion for others helped set the stage for the success of this effort. Throughout your career, you demonstrated professionalism, leadership, and commitment to mission. You left a positive impact on your supervisors, colleagues, and the leaders you developed. Your service reflects great credit upon yourself, the Department of War, War Media Activity, and the American Forces Network. Signed, Christopher Bannis, Director, American Forces Network. Sergeant First Class Norris will now be presented with a Presidential Certificate of Appreciation. Certificate of Appreciation for the Service in the Armed Forces of the United States. William D. Norris, Sergeant First Class, United States Army. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you serve. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifice made to ensure the protection of our American freedom. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Donald J. Trump, Commander-in-Chief. At this time, Chaplain Sanders will present Sergeant First Class Norris with gifts from the AFM Broadcast Center service members. Yes, ma'am. From us to you. Yeah. This words from the heart. So right here on my script, words from heart.
So the team decided to put together a shadow box that represented all of us. So not just Army, but all of us, Navy, in the Air Force. They found something. But we wanted to ensure that you had something to remember, that you weren't just leading soldiers, that you made it happen for sailors, you made it happen for airmen, you made it happen for our friends, and that we are grateful for who you are, for how you do things, and how you've impacted every single service member in our branches as a leadership. So thank you for who you are.
Nailed it. All right. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Will MC2 Hopper escort Mrs. Norris to the stage? We will now present a certificate of appreciation for Mrs. Norris. The certificate reads, "It is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Army to you for enduring the frequent and long separation from your husband, Bill, as he served our country. The years that he spent away from you constitute a clear and noble demonstration of his love for his family and his country. You see, he left you in order to ensure a safer world and assure peace. To those who say a single person cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your husband did. He made our nation stronger and kept our nation safe. The United States Army thanks both you and your daughter for enduring these separations and for your own unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Your unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible your husband's lasting contributions to the nation. The leadership of the American Forces Network Broadcast Center extends their heartfelt gratitude for your invaluable contributions. Signed, Joel De Rivera, Senior Enlisted Leader, American Forces Network Broadcast Center, and Kim Antos, Director, AFM Broadcast Center." Thank you, Mrs. Norris. Thank you all. Thank you all. Mass Communications Specialist First Class, Jessica Quibena, will now read the military brat.
I am a military brat. My hometown is nowhere. My friends are everywhere. I grew up with the knowledge that home is where the heart and family are, with no dependence on the dwelling. Mobility is my way of life. Some would wonder about my roots, yet they are as deep and strong as the mighty oaks. I sink them quickly, absorbing all an area offers, hopefully giving an enrichment in return. Travel has taught me to be open. Shaking hands with the universe, I find brotherhood in all people. Farewells are never easy, yet in sorrow comes strength and ability to face tomorrow with anticipation. If I leave one place feeling that half my world has been left behind, I also know that the other half is still waiting to be with me. Friendships are formed in hours and kept for decades. I will never grow up with someone, but I will mature with many. Be it inevitable that paths part, there is constant hope that they will meet again. Love of country, respect, and pride fill my being when old glory passes in review. As I stand to honor that flag, so also do I stand to honor all military people, most especially those whose life created mine, my parents. Because of them, I have shaped in the rich heritage of military life. I am a military brat.
Thank you, MC Quibena. Will Ms. Garner, Sergeant First Class Norris, and Ricky please join me on stage? At this time, we would like to present Ricky with a certificate of appreciation. The certificate reads, "For exceptional meritorious service to the United States Army as an Army brat, The laughter, love, joy, and support that you have provided for your father is immeasurable. Your performance reflects great credit upon yourself, your mother, your family, and the United States Army. The leadership of the American Forces Network Broadcast Center extends their heartfelt gratitude for your valuable contributions. Signed, Mia Miss Santos, AFM Broadcast Center. Thank you, Ricky. It is tradition that Old Glory, the flag of the United States, be presented to commemorate this monumental occasion. Mass Communication Specialist Second Class David Fines will now read Old Glory.
I'm the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I'm recognized all over the world. I'm worshipped, I'm saluted, I'm respected, I'm revered, I am loved, and I'm feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. At Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Antio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Midway, Guadalcanal, Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, the Tonkin Gulf, the Persian Gulf, Bosnia, Afghanistan, Iraq, and a score of others long forgotten by all but those who were there with me. I was there after the attack on September 11th. I quickly restood my ground on top of the rubble of the World Trade Center and reestablished my position draped over the smoking ruins of the Pentagon. I lead my troops. I follow them. I watch over them. They love me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn and tired, but my sailors and Marines cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on in the streets of countries that I have helped set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on in the streets of my own country, and when it is by those with whom I have served in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours, but my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle or when I fly at half-mast, to honor my airmen, guardians, soldiers, sailors, and Marines. But when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
Thank you, MC2 Fines. Staff Sergeant Marcus Thomas will present the flag to Sergeant First Class Norris. Let it be known that this flag was flown over the American Forces Network Broadcast Center in honor of Sergeant First Class William D. Norris from May 22nd to May 26, 2026. The certificate serves as a testament to your unwavering service, loyalty, and dedication. From January 5th, 2006 to January 31st, 2027, you faithfully served the United States of America with honor and distinction. Your commitment to the U.S. military, civilians, contractors, and their families while serving in the United States Army and the American Forces Network has left an indelible mark. May this flag serve as a symbol of the nation's gratitude for your exceptional contributions. Signed, Kim Antos, Director, AFM Broadcast Center. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce our first guest speaker for today's ceremony, Mr. Andrew Martin.
so I'm not a professional speaker, but I will do my best. We're here today to talk about Sergeant First Class William D. Norris. I've known him for 20 years, and to be honest, he's my best friend in the entire world. I also try to get through this without getting emotional, but it's going to be difficult. I've literally called him Norris for the last 20 years. Since in the Army, you don't have a first name. He has called me Martin for the same length of time. When Norris asked me to speak, I tried to think long and hard about what to say to make sure I represented him in the best light possible. When we first met in basic training in South Carolina in 2006, I looked across the way and saw a man with a guide arm for a platoon that was not my own. I had to get a little worried, sorry. Looked across the way with a man standing with a guide arm for a platoon that was not my own, with his BCGs proudly plastered to his face. My first thought was not, that looks like that'll be my best friend. It was simply, God, I hate that guy. Look at how high speed he is. Everything he does is Army first. My recollection was he was the only guide up there in the entire 9-week course that was not replaced. He pushed through his high-speed soldier tendencies, never backing down from a challenge, always seemingly doing what was the right thing. Whenever we left basic training, we went to Fort Meade, Maryland, and AIT together once again. I had arrived on a Saturday evening, right before Sunday, at 23:59, because there was a miscommunication from our drill sergeants. Norris arrived, I believe, Sunday at 1700 the next day, and I once again thought, I can't stand this guy. We started a long process, a nine-month AIT training regimen together where we did classes every day. It's very funny how you never remember when you became best friends with someone, but somehow it happened. Over the long walks to the PX, the conversations, Norris and I became best friends. I dare even say we became more than that. We became brothers. It doesn't matter how long it's been, whether it's been 5 minutes, 5 months, or even 5 years. The conversations never stop. We go right back to the best friend mentality, just like it was yesterday. He is truly one of the most honorable men I've ever met, and that's why I asked him to be my best man on my wedding. Over the course of his career, he's told me many great things he's accomplished, from his travels, such as his trip to Antarctica, all the way to Iraq. But quite possibly the greatest thing he's done over his Army career is marrying his wife Laura and having his baby girl Ricky. These two have been together almost as long as Norris's Army career, and in my eyes, there couldn't be a more perfect couple. I still remember going to Norris's wedding, to Mrs. Norris, as I call her, and seeing her walk down the aisle to the Imperial Death March. Seeing Norris' beaming smile showed that he would show the world just how in love he was with her. And not long later, Laura gave birth to his baby girl, and she became the center of his universe. As he has walked through his Army career and backing with a family that loves him and cares deeply for his success. I'm so proud that I'm able to carry on the career that helped form him in his. I'm so proud that he was able to carry on the career that helped form him into the man he is today. Seeing him be the best father, husband, soldier the country has ever produced, whether he was having headaches, dealing with soldiers underneath him, dealing with the stress of himself as a younger man, he has gone through the process gracefully. With that being said, I would like to tell Sergeant First Class William D. Norris how proud I am, how unbelievably proud I am, and grateful that we have stayed best friends throughout these years. There are many stories I could say to show exactly what kind of person Norris is and how he's helped soldiers, and just all around been a great guy. I told him it was very fitting that I was there for the start of your career, and I wouldn't miss being there for the end of your career. And this is where it says I'm supposed to tell all the stories. So, Norris and I were very attached at the hip in AIT, and we got to the point where we were told, hey, you guys can't be on fire guard together anymore because there's too many conversations. You're not doing enough work. So we, one time, decided we were going to go down to the PT field early and take all of the equipment down. When we get down to the PT field, I don't remember whose idea it was. He says it was his, I say it was probably mine. But we decided, we really don't feel like doing PT this morning. So we decided we're gonna sneak back from the PT field back to the barracks. There was also a blood drive going on, so we decided that was gonna be our cover. We were gonna use the blood drive to get out of PT. So we snuck down. I remember sneaking from bush to bush like ninjas, creeping along ever so quietly, getting into the building without being seen, only to get to the door that leads back to the barracks, only to say, "Soldiers, what are you doing here?" Thinking quickly, Norris without hesitation said, "Oh, we just gave blood drill, Sergeant, we're just coming back early." "Carry on, soldiers, great answer." So happy that you did that. As we snip away. Another testament to Norris's character is whenever I was at AIT, I unfortunately did not get to finish, and I was removed from a class. I was removed when Norris was at the bathroom at the latrine, I believe, and he came back to ask, "Hey, where's Martin?" "Oh, well, the sergeant at the NCO that was in charge of the class was basically, gave us the long story short, well, he got kicked out of class." And Norris was the first one to be like, "Well, where's he at?" And the instructor gave him the choice of like, "Well, if you want to go find your battle buddy so bad, just leave." Not knowing that he was actually kicking him out of the class at the time. Norris, without hesitation, left, found me, we talked to the Commandant, and then when he tried to come back, they tried to kick him out of the class, saying that he made his choice. Luckily, he was able to smooth that all over and get back in. But that's the type of man he is. Never once did he ever hesitate and think that he wouldn't be there for his friend, wouldn't be there for his comrades, wouldn't be there for his friends. And so with those stories, I'd like to say, if you have a drink, raise it up. If you don't, get an imaginary one. Because let's all toast to Norris, Sergeant First Class William D. Norris. It's time for you to ride off into the sunset to your next adventure. Some people would call it leveling up. Thank you for always being my best friend in the entire world.
Do you guys see why the first minutes were blank? Because we didn't want to show any of that. But thank you, Mr. Martin. Sorry, First Class Norris would like to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Martin.
The statute of limitations has run out on a lot of these things. A lot of these things. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Thank you. This is a record here that a lot of us signed. And I put anything real big, so when you hang it up, you'll know where it came from. But yeah, just a token to you, man, for coming out here, taking the time to just always being here. I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. You're just so excited for me to thank you. All right.
That might mean something.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our next guest speaker, Mrs. Laura Norris.
I didn't know I was getting introduced, so I'm just going to read what's on the paper. Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Laura, Bill's wife. For the record, I've watched a lot of change of command and retirement ceremonies, and I'm aware that spouses of the service member don't give speeches. But I told Bill last week that after his time in basic, out of everyone, I've been here with him almost every step of the way. I've been writing the speech in my head for a couple of years, ever since he 100% decided that he's going to retire after Ricky graduates. He has no idea what I'm going to say, and as much as I hope I don't embarrass him, I've decided to risk it anyway. Bill and I met at the end of 2003 and were best friends for 2 years before he joined the Army in January of 2006. And we've been married since December of the same year. I tell you this so you know my qualifications for talking about not just my best friend, husband, or father to our child, but as a soldier as well. And the soldier is who I want to talk to you about today. There's this running joke Ricky and I have when we talk to Bill, or talk about Bill in the Army. The anecdote goes, he's missed so many of our birthdays, it took 10 years before he'd been to at least half of Ricky's. So funny, haha. But looking through photos for his slideshow determined that this is not actually true. He has missed a lot of celebrations and events, but he was here for more than half of Ricky's birthdays. I think I may have scared Bill when I told him that I wanted to speak today, but only because he knows I have a love-hate relationship with the Army. When we got married as babies in our 20s, I assumed he'd do his 6 years and we'd get to go home. Then when he re-enlisted for another 4, I said, okay, Laura, you can handle 4 more years of deployments and month-long soldier trainings and making executive decisions for our family while he works and does what he needs to do. Then by the time that we'd been married for 9 years and he got to Army Career 10, he said, well, I'm already halfway through. Might as well stick it out till 10 or till 20. And I may have cried a lot, okay? But to be honest, by this point, I was already used to the long hours and co-parenting, and he'd just come back from Afghanistan, and we were back home in Oklahoma, so weren't we in a good place for him to stay in anyway? But at home, we were both pulled in different directions. Both of our moms passed. And the Army just seemed like one more thing that was taking him away from us. But by the time that we had to leave home for the next duty station, Fort Irwin, I finally figured out what I'm about to share with you now. He was a recruiter in Oklahoma, and he was so freaking good at it that I kind of hated those baby soldiers. Hated them. Because he was spending so much time with them. My husband was having dinner with their families, meeting grandparents to talk for hours until all of their questions were answered. He was going to events at high schools, and he spent as much time with the kids who didn't enlist as with the ones that did. He worked such late hours, we stopped expecting him home for dinner. Weekends didn't exist for us as a family because he was with them. Now, as easy as it would be for me to resent Bill for losing that time that I wanted for me and Ricky, I noticed how good at it he was. How he cared about each of his soldiers, how he wrote out counselings for all the good things his soldiers did to make sure they got credit, and so that they learned from the mistakes they made. He took it upon himself to make sure soldiers who were retiring got kick-ass gifts like little statues. And he spent so much time at Hobby Lobby creating collage frames for people just moving duty stations. He has an account at his shop that personalizes hats, hoodies, t-shirts, and he grabbed a soldier at Fort Irwin to design the vulture stuff there. And he was as proud of what that guy created as if he was Bill's own kid. I got to actually watch him interact and lead his team at Fort Irwin because we worked in the same building. Everyone respects him and likes him because he'll tell you how he sees it to your face without talking behind your back. He genuinely wants you to succeed and has the mindset that a strong team is only as good as your weakest member. He's spent holidays in hospitals with people I've never met, constantly puts out chaos fires, and has cared for the mental health of his soldiers. So much so that just 2 Christmases ago, Ricky and I relocated about 80% of our stuff to a new house by ourselves when we had to move. He has dedicated his entire life to the Army, and if you don't think he gives 100% of himself, I'll tell you, he still has a huge bruise on his knee that's scabbing over from the last time they played Ultimate Frisbee. And also yesterday when people pointed it out, he said, "We won." He doesn't know how to give less than 100%, and he's a damn fine soldier because of it. Last week I spent 2 days going through my hard drive to find anything I have of Bill's in his Class A's, ACUs, doing something for the Army or at an event that was Army related. I figured this was appropriate because, you know, he's retiring from the Army. But every time I got excited, because I found another photo. I'd mentioned to Bill how it was perfect because of whatever Army thing he was doing. And he'd say, okay, but it doesn't have to be Army. He probably said that about 3 or 4 times, but it just wasn't clicking for me because what other kinds of photos would he be looking for? He said he wanted life photos. Well, I was looking for Army photos. I've spent the last 20 years waiting for him to separate or retire from the Army so that we can do the things we choose to do because we want to do them. Bill spent the last 21 years being the kind of leader I'd want for myself or for my child. He's just so damn good at it. But he's also really good at anything he says his mind to. Babe, I'm so proud of you for getting us this far. And I can't wait to get to know you all over again when we get home. When you enlisted in January of 06 and we didn't talk for 3 months, I felt untethered without you. And I couldn't imagine not following you wherever they sent you. And I'm so happy I get to now follow you home. It says happy retirement, so happy retirement.
Thank you, Mrs. Norris. Sergeant First Class Norris would like to present a token of appreciation to Mrs. Norris.
Gonna make it through my speech. Thanks. I don't know what to say, but thank you. I have a lot more I'm going to say in my speech, but yeah, it is uncustomary for a spouse to speak at a retirement ceremony, so I was a little worried. But thanks, that was awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're not going to make it to my speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my sincerest pleasure to introduce the man of the hour, Sergeant First Class William Dale Norris. Yeah, we legit might not make this, but I front-loaded a lot of the stuff I really wanted to say. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Sergeant Norris, and y'all, I'm about to retire. As it gets closer, I can feel an extreme weight being lifted, but this feeling is not something that I've carried alone. Thanks, chaps. And thank you. Appreciate you, Zach. My wife Laura and my daughter Ricky have been with me every step of the way. We've been drugged from coast to coast across this country. Oh, thanks. It's easy for me to say that I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma. It's very easy to say. But as a child of a soldier, you don't get to say that. When we moved to Marietta, we told Ricky that we are going to be living here until you graduate high school. 100% they did not believe me. I know this because you said something along the lines of, I don't believe you. I acknowledge your sacrifices as an Army brat, and I thank you for it. I love you, and I'm extremely proud of the person you have become. You are powerful, independent, and resilient. You are the kindest and most empathetic person I know. You are a brilliant author, and I can't wait to see what you create in the future. Sorry, we don't talk like this. So I'm sorry. Please remember to put some pictures in your books. Thank you. Oh, thanks. So just please remember to put some pictures in your books so the more smartless folks can follow along. I also want to take a second to brag. Thank you, chaps. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I think we're going to make it. I also want to take a second to brag. Ricky graduates high school on Thursday. As much as I want to say that everyone is here for me, they're really not. They're really here for Ricky, which I'm 100% okay with. And Ricky graduates high school on Thursday. He'll be attending Eastern Illinois University this fall. They have already received 3 separate scholarships. One of these scholarships was for winning a 2nd place at a poetry contest against only college students, which is unheard of. I know you can't wait to spread your little dragon wings and fly, and we cannot wait to see where they take you. Excuse me, where they take you. Okay. Like 8 minutes now. Laura, it's a cliche, but I could not have done this without you. You married me after I joined, and probably did not know 100% what you were getting into. Either did I. You left your mom and dad, your sister, and your brother, and have watched your nephew grow up from afar. In this time, you cooked for us, drove us around, and paid all the bills. You have scheduled doctor's appointments and coordinated moves to find us places to live like a boss. I don't even know how to pay the bills or access our savings account. I'm not joking. Without you, I would be broken and starving. You consistently proved your worth with outstanding evaluations from your friends, peers, and workmates at every place you have worked over the years. Thank you for your support. I love you, always have, and always will. Okay, that was, I think, the hardest part. Except now Teresa's sitting right there. My brothers, John and Rick, were huge inspirations for me. They both joined the Army and later asked if I was going to join. My answer was no, I will never join the Army. Well, here we are, and I wouldn't change it. I owe everything I am and have to the Army. I have grown and succeeded, fallen and failed many times over, each time learning about both me and others around me. I have met so many leaders and soldiers who have shaped me in every step of the way. Basic training taught me that it really is mind over matter. It also taught me that your body can drink a lot more water than you ever thought possible. I learned that your friends come in clutch while keeping you in the loop in the outside world, and Andy and Amy, thank you for all your support in a lonely time. I had an awesome time in AIT at Fort Meade. I think about that place a lot. It's where I met my oldest Army friends. Lauren, thank you for being a true battle buddy. You were a beast in class and a beast in PT, and you should be proud of what you accomplished. I followed Garland to my first duty station, AIT. Serving in the 56th and 35th was very meaningful, and I'm very thankful you were there. Even being deployed with you made the time better by having great friends around, and I appreciate the laughs. Katie, you were always, thank you for always being around and such a strong, smart, and commanding leader. You helped me and so many people and pushed me even as early as a couple of years ago. Martin, thank you for being here today. You have been a constant beacon of non-judgmental light in my life for 20 years. To me, there's no amount of time between talking and visiting that will lessen our friendship, and I hope you feel the same. Thank you for always being there for me, and I'm really looking forward to living only 231 miles away from you pretty soon. And I'm a little worried about what our wives are going to think about our relationship even more. I grew up in the Army in the 35th Signal Brigade. I learned what true leadership was from some of the best. Staff Sergeant, now Sergeant Major retired Cannon, prepped me for the board and never gave up. Sergeant Major Ramos, retired, let me tag along to Iraq and was extremely caring and really listened to me and my team. This level of care is something I tried to replicate throughout my career. It always scared me to become a sergeant, but I think everybody thinks that, and we were not ready, and maybe we all think that. But Specialist, now First Sergeant King, coming to the PAO shop was the best thing that could have happened. Just, just for some backstory, the first Sergeant King is sitting right there and came all the way from Germany, and everybody in this room kept it a secret from me. But I didn't change anything in here. I learned the most ever in my career from you, and I couldn't have picked a better battle buddy to deploy with. It's not always leaders that make leaders. We must listen to everyone around us, no matter what the rank, duty, title, or position. Junior soldiers and peers teach you how to be. Lieutenant, now Lieutenant Colonel Justin, and Lieutenant Justin, you were the best officer I ever served with. You were the first person who ever believed that I could be something in the Army. You supported Laura, Ricky, and I through rough times, and you and your family will always have a place in our hearts. My comrades, Vanessa, Dina, Duke, Mark, Jeff, Kevin, Mike, Michelle, Russ, Steve, Vince, Shannon, Doc Carbo, Sergeant Kirkpatrick, and Sergeant Sanchez, thank you for such an amazing opportunity to serve us here. It was the most unique and meaningful assignment I ever had. Bob, you and Sven helped me, helped me more than you will ever know after my dad passed. Thank you, Chaps. Clutch. The Army let me go back home to Oklahoma for recruiting. Winston, Washburn, Bergman, Tully, Thorne, Furton, you guys are awesome to serve with. I was grateful to be back home with my mom, Donna, my sister, Tracy, my brother, Jeff, my brother, John, and sister, Jessica, my brother, Rick, and sister, Brittany, along with my aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews, and cousins, and Sidney family. I was also grateful for our Wrench family and Chuck and Anita, Robert, Charlie, your short partner, Will. The support and unity from friends and family and co-workers was much needed during rough times. Honestly, so much of Fort Irwin is a complete blur. Days, weeks, and months don't even matter out there. It was also my first pandemic. But I did see some of the greatest people do the hardest work. Mitchell Alonso, Carvajal Lane, Rutledge, Chapman, Real, Davis, Roll, Caston, Johnson, Major Bates. You all taught me so much about myself and when I needed to be a leader. Thank you for not judging me on my failures and letting me grow as a platoon sergeant and as a senior enlisted leader. Sergeant Freiberg, Sergeant Mathis, Sergeant Foster, Sergeant Porter, First Sergeant Perez, you kept me on the cliff. I believe we could legit write a book, but we will wait for some time on the statute of limitations to run out on those stories. I have no clue how I spent 8-ish years of my career in California. Thank you to the Magic community. Welcoming Laura, Ricky, and I in to the cruise here in the Inland Empire. Kev. LA, San Diego folks, and Vegas. We have some deep, great times. Shout out especially to the Deep Spawners, Damon, Chris, and Denny. Y'all are awesome. AFN has been amazing. I may not have been able to fit in this uniform much anymore, but y'all sure made me feel like I fit in here. Joelle, you've been a great battle buddy. You're an amazing leader, and I wish you and your family the best. Today, I cannot thank you enough today for making this happen. We are very few now, as we did dwindle and dwindle, and to do something like this takes a lot. So I want to take a time right now to give a hand to everyone who played a role in this ceremony, whether you're Ty as an usher who did our programs and did the nameplates for the seats, Hop held our hand through every step over here, Chaps did the benediction, Javi, thanks for all the photos, Joelle, thank you for everything that nobody else did that you did. Thank you, Kavena, for giving the military brass speech. Fines, thank you for Old Glory. The booth, Tex Rule the World. Thank you, Franklin and Karen. You guys rock. Thomas, I appreciate you. Hannah, thank you. And anybody else I missed, I'm sorry. There's 1,000 people that I owe thank you to. We are almost done here. It's been difficult for me to balance the Army with life, and it's something I've... Sorry, we're fine? It's something I've struggled with. So we'll start over. We're almost done here. It's been difficult for me to balance the Army with life, and it's something I've struggled with my entire career. I know I put the Army first many times over my family and my close friends. I missed births and funerals, vacations, weddings, birthdays, and even more moments and celebrations I can never get back. And I even now look forward to leaving the Army, and even though I'm a little bit uneasy about it, I should be looking for a job and looking for a place to live, but it'll probably happen, right? But I can say I gave it my best, and I will always owe everything I am and have to the United States Army, my friends, and my family. Thank you. Delete those videos. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Remarks complete. Thank you. Thanks again, Sergeant Norris. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the benediction and remain standing for the playing of the Army song.
Sergeant Norris, I want you to know that your tears are beautiful.
Ma'am, I tried to cry all my tears out earlier, but your body just keeps making them.
It's because you're so hydrated. I already taught you well. Listen, excellence is never an accident. It's always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. So here's my retirement blessing for you. May the grace and mercy you have shown to so many be multiplied over and over in the lives of your loved ones and returning to you in the most remarkable of ways. For the seeds that you have sown, they left your hand but not your life. May you see them again in your lifetime, in you and in your family. May everything that your hands touch prosper, to include the hearts of your most beloved. May your affirming words be spoken, your most affirming words spoken fall upon the good soil of their hearts and produce much fruit. May the Lord redeem all the time that you think that you lost. Nothing lost, nothing missing. May all gaps or voids be filled with love and joy, and there always be overflow with peace. May you step into your next chapter of life with the strength, vigor, and experience gained in this season and multiply with joy and backed with the support of your family and friends. May you be favored in all regards and your journey be full, blessed, and bountiful. May you be blessed for the times that you created the change that you wanted to see. For every time you ensured that a sailor, soldier, or airman succeeded. And for the times you refused to rest until the matter was settled. For every door that you open for someone else, may there be someone waiting to open doors for Ricky. For an illustrious career, may you hear the Lord whisper, "Well done, good and faithful servant." For all the days ahead and for all of us, may the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face to shine upon you, be gracious to you, lift his countenance upon you, granting favor and peace. Amen.
Sergeant First Class Norris will lead us in the Army song.
From the pride and build the nation's might, as the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the case, loud and strong. 2, 3, 4. Where we go, we always know that the Army goes rolling along.
Hey, this is what happens when you don't listen to me. All right. Will MC2 Mrs. Norris and Ricky to the stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. We thank you for your attendance today. At this time, the retiree will remain at the front of the stage with his wife Laura and daughter Ricky. Please form the line to my right, your left, and come up to congratulate him. Thanks again, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention there will be cake in the break room. Cake in the break room.
It's like